Hey, this is Rusty with BuckCasters. Hope y'all are having a great day today. Finally got my wife home from work and we loaded up the Prius and we're heading to the fishing pond. So hopefully we'll be able to catch some panfish this afternoon, some red breast, some brim. They got a little bit of bluegill out there, not that much though, but they also have bass. So she was a little bit upset last night. We went out to that pond at my mom's and she didn't catch much of nothing. They ate all her bait, but she didn't catch anything. So I got that one bass. And I'd like to go back again tonight, but I think we're gonna go out here and kind of treat her out. She had a hard day at work, so we're gonna get her a fishing pole in her hand and help her to have some fun. So she's excited, super excited. So that's what you do when you have family. You get together, you hang out with them, and you do sometimes make sacrifices. But as long as I'm catching a fish, no matter where I'm at, I'm happy. So we'll see you guys out at the pond. Well, this is Rusty with BuckCasters. We've made it to the pond. As you can see, it's actually a very beautiful day. Not a lot of wind. The fish are already starting to come up here really quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my bass rig set up, the worm on, and do the wacky worm technique to see if we can catch us bass. So hopefully we'll be having some footage here in a minute of me or Betty catching a fish. We'll see you back here. Well, as always, I was about to put my rig on the line and Betty's already caught a fish. So you got to take that fish off the hook now, right?
No.
So
that's what I have you for.
I didn't even have a chance to turn the camera on and get anything in there, and she already caught one. So something tells me it's going to be one of them days where she's going to be catching a lot of panfish, and I'm going to be taking them off the hook. So we'll be back in a minute. Betty's having better luck at fishing than I am today, it seems like. I tried to catch a couple bass. Didn't have much luck at it, even though the bass were like right here and I could see them. I just can't seem to find the right bait that they want. But Betty's been catching some pretty decent sized brim, about the size of your, what, pinky, or would you say your hand? So I've basically switched up. I've been switching up now. I'm going pan fishing, so let's see if I can try to catch some panfish. I'm gonna see if we can have Betty try this one time, take this fish off his hook.
No, I'm good.
Not just one time, just try it.
I'm scared to touch him. I'm good. Thank you.
As you can see, they're not that bad of looking fish. Of course, we're releasing them. We're not keeping them. So, we'll come back next year and we'll have some more fish. So, having a good day. Betty's having a good time, aren't you, Betty?
I am.
Having a blast?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, we're gonna go back and try to fish to see if I can catch some more fish. So, I actually convinced Betty to take a break from fishing for a little bit so I could try to catch some. So I got her man in the camera right now. But mainly when it comes to pan fishing, it's really just a matter of waiting and setting that hook. And as you can see, it doesn't take much here. It's probably gonna be a little one, ain't that big. I know the little ones are biting, but still. Bring your kids out here, you know, get a piece of bread, cricket, something, anything. And then put it on a hook. And then cast it, and even if you catch these little ones all day long, it's still fun. So see if we can get something else. Make sure as soon as you get that float in that water, you want to kind of tighten your line a little bit, because as soon as that hook hits the ground, that fish takes it. You want to be able to set the hook. So I like to usually put the float in the water a little bit, pop it, and then keep it kind of tight. And that ain't bothering you. Or like Buck said, yellow flies. See, I was looking at the camera, wasn't looking at the float. So that's what you get sometimes. You got to really pay attention. Something tells me you probably took my bait. So usually if that happens and the float goes under and you don't set the hook in time, you probably want to go and reel her on in and check your bait, because I guarantee they probably took it. So last year I caught some seriously big brim out here, but I also caught them during spawning. So they were breeding and spawning really good. So, and I think my wife's got the bread. Where'd you put the bread at? She does got the bread. Killing me, Smalls. So we're gonna put some more bread on here and see if I can cast her out again. So that's just the way it is. Just keep doing it. Never quit. To be honest with you, I'd really catch small ones all day long anyway. You catch one big one. Get on, duck. Ducks are a nuisance. They like to get after the food. That's why you wear shirts with pockets. Jeez. stick it up, and my pawpaw used to put his cigarettes up there. When I was a kid, I used to put my candy cigarettes. Remember those candy cigarettes they used to have? I put my candy cigarettes in my pocket, trying to pretend like I was like my pawpaw. They're gonna hear you blowing more than they're hearing me catching now. Like Buck and those yellow flies. That's the secret to catching fish, you blow. So, and of course, if you've never fished with an open spin cast, you don't really want to reel it all the way up to the top with your float. You want to leave about that much of a distance here, and then just take your finger, flip it over, and just cast it. And I'm not going deep because, again, they're not that far out there. As soon as I set it, I pull that back, and it's probably going to go under here very soon. You can pretty much guarantee you're going to catch a fish here. Well, I say that now, and the float ain't gone under yet. We got to give them a second. This is a prime spot for bringing your kids out here to catch them. My son loves to catch them out here. My wife loves catching them too. After I got that big bass yesterday, I kind of want to catch a big bass again. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and have fun. Sometimes you cast it and you lose your bait. So, like Buck says, if it was easy, it'd be called catching. So it's called fishing for a reason. So this is a beautiful little place here. You got a bridge over there you can try to fish at if you want to fish at the bridge. You got a walkway. So it's a great little place for your family here. And like I've heard Mark Zona say on this show before too, though, he talks about fishing at his golf pond, you know, no matter where you are. You could always have fun fishing no matter where you are. So you can cut it now, baby, don't. Well, we are closing this fishing trip officially. We caught about maybe 7, 8 brim, maybe 10 tops. I honestly lost count after a while because I kept having to take them off of her hook multiple times. But other than that, though, it was a great time, and she really enjoyed herself. So we got some footage of her doing it and catching them fish, and she was excited about that as well too. So I'm just happy for her to get some fish, and it's good to get out with your family sometimes, get away from the stress of work and just try to fish. Like Buck says, you know, you're fishing for fun, fishing for food, whatever it is, just have fun doing it. So we're gonna get out of here because these gnats are driving us crazy, but hope you guys enjoyed this episode of BuckCasters. Hope y'all are having some great time fishing, and don't forget, find you a pond, find you a creek, find you a lake, wherever it's at, tie a hook on, put your bait on, and give it a try. You never know, you might catch a fish.